Welcome back. I'm Austin Westfall. Today we saw the dignified transfer for the 6 U.S. soldiers killed in the war in the Middle East. It happened at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. President Trump was there, saying earlier in the day that the fallen service members were heroes coming home in a different manner than they thought they'd be coming home. He said it was a very sad situation, and he pledged to keep American war deaths to a minimum. Representative Zach Nunn posting this. He was there saying, "Today we honored the sacrifice of 2 Iowa heroes. May God watch over our troops and the families who support them." Congressman Nunn represents Iowa's 3rd District. He's here with us. And Congressman, what message do you have for family members and fellow service members who are mourning?
Well, Austin, today we brought home 6 incredible warriors, and I was honored to be able to join with them and their family at Dover Airfield. 2 of those are right here from Iowa. The entire unit is stationed at Fort Des Moines in my district. But Sergeant Declan was a young man. Sergeant Coady had served for, just going through college at 20 years old, signed up to serve in the Army Reserves while he was at Drake University, a cybersecurity specialist. He went forward as an IT lead. We met with his incredible family today, both Annie and Catherine, the mom and dad, there at Dover Field. His brother, talking fondly about his memories of Declan, their ability to do powerlift competitions together, and then both his other brother and sister there as well, being so strong and brave for their parents. We also talked to the family of Major Jeff O'Brien. Jeff was the senior member, Cody being the youngest, Jeff being a major, also died in this attack by Iran in Kuwait. And to see Roxanne, his wife, with their 3 young children, soldiering this forward on her own on the home front here, the dignified transfer being a real opportunity to welcome home these warriors before ultimately we do the funeral here going forward. It's just an incredible experience to join the families here and to stand shoulder to shoulder with a fellow, combat veteran. All 6 of these, we have 9 more wounded in action in Germany. I've been on the phones with the spouses, with the mothers, working through this process to make sure that our warriors get the rightful honors they have rendered to them as they return home to the United States.
This isn't your first dignified transfer, is it?
Tragically, no. The second time in nearly as many months here, we've welcomed home Iowa's own. We lost 2 incredible staff sergeants. Nate and Howard came back after being killed by a terrorist group in Syria. And I'm proud to say that it was Iowa's own National Guard who took the retaliatory strike against their killers. In Operation Hawkeye Strike, both intelligence units in Des Moines, Iowa, as well as a remote strike unit led the charge and were able to eliminate that threat. So it's really come full circle for the Iowa team here, but make no mistake, Iowa has borne a disproportionately high number of both the loss as well as the wounded in this environment. I'm happy to say today also marks a homecoming. We brought 70 soldiers home from nearly 1,800 who were deployed with the Iowa National Guard, 70 of those coming back to join their families, a true rejoicing element as a backdrop to this truly tragic element for those families who didn't have the opportunity to welcome home their soldier, but are now going to be able to bury them for their incredible sacrifice they made, so that every American can sleep safe tonight because of the sacrifice they put forward.
We watched this, and many of us have seen these on television or watched the videos of them. You can feel how solemn these events are when you watch them, but when you're in person, how does that feel different?
Well, it's touching. Both as a combat veteran myself, somebody who has deployed in this region, flown these operations off the coast of Iran, we know how dangerous this situation is. But to be with the families and to share with them the direct experience, I was happy that not only was President Trump and the Secretary of War able to be there, but there were leaders from the 103rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command who joined us right there, the very command that was hit out of Fort Des Moines, as well as to know that there were so many Iowans watching this dignified transfer take place in real time, communicating with the families. The support has been unyielding for the families who are impacted, but this isn't just a one-day event. We are committed to this family, our military family, our brothers and sisters who have served, and making sure these families are taken care of, not just on this very important day, but for every day ahead going forward as they go through the process of bringing our boys home.
What message do you have for service members who are actively in the Middle East?
Look, I think we all recognize here the work they are doing on the front line today across both CENTCOM, but also service members around the world. They're standing the guard, they're standing the watch so that every American can have a safer future. And we know this much is true. Iran has been killing America's sons and daughters for 47 years, and holding them accountable today makes sure future generations don't have to do what our generation is being called upon to do right now. And I'm very, very proud, not only of the men and women in uniform, but of the families back home, the friends, the community, and the country that stands unbridled in our support of our troops. It is a great testament that these brave young soldiers, as young as 20, like Declan Coady was, and as senior as Major Jeff O'Brien were, in being able to stand forward and protect our country. And to each of them, we thank them for their service. And know this, America has the resolve, and America has your six. We stand behind you every step of the way going forward.
Zach Nunn represents Iowa's 3rd District. Thanks.
Thanks, Austin.
All right, let's step away for a moment. A live look at the White House. Our coverage returning in 2 minutes.